Hi, hello, welcome to my channel, where I usually review AEW Dynamite every Wednesday. So with that being said, let's just jump right into the review. So the opening match was Hangman Adam Page against Wordlog, which was a great match to open. They gave a lot of feedback to Wardlow, and I wasn't aware of Wardlow before all of this, but he's a great wrestler, so he's not that experienced. But it's for the time being, it's not being an issue. So I look forward to all of the Wardlow matches. So I have a feeling of how this will go. He will have to have a feud with MAF, but for the time being, the result, I'm a big fan with Hangman winning. So for the time being, this gets a thumbs up. The next match we got was Matt Sydal against Eddie Kingston. So this was a weird match. Eddie Kingston continues to have this chip on his shoulder, which I find cool, but he's probably overdoing it for my part. So for the time being, I just saw this match as a mere tramit. So wasn't anything special or spectacular, but the main reason this match happened was just to keep pushing Eddie Kingston. So with that being said, I don't find an issue with this. I'm waiting for the clash of Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston on Full Gear. The next segment was the decision of the Inner Circle to admit or not MJF into their ranks. So this is where the controversy began. For some weird reason, I don't find it controversial at all, but people find it funny. We're not allowed to enjoy wrestling. But then again, I keep saying the same thing day in and day out. Wrestling is fake. So it doesn't matter if Luchasaurus is not an actual dinosaur, because that is out of the realm of possibility and reality. So I'm okay with characters like that. So I don't have an issue. At the end of the segment, MJF will have a match at Full Gear with Chris Jericho. So this is great. There are seeds being planted. Probably the Inner Circle is going to break up real soon. So for my part, this gets a thumbs up. Next up, we got the TNT title defense against Orange Cassidy by Cody Rhodes on a lumberjack match. So this was great. The wrestlers are great. I wasn't a fan of Orange Cassidy, but it's growing. It continues to grow on me. So for my part, that's something nice. But at the end of the match, they continue to probably tease a heel turn or something along the lines of that. Because the only reason Cody won is because Arn Anderson. The only reason Cody won is because Arn Anderson blindsided Orange Cassidy. So those are heel tactics. It's probably not going to be of big importance. But at Full Gear, Cody will defend the TNT Championship against Darby Allin. So, overall, the matches are going to be great. They'll continue to be great, but I'm just looking for a Titan Slayer. I don't know if it's going to happen soon, but just like Brody Lee showed, that's what we should be expecting for this type of matches. So for the time being, this gets a thumbs up. Next up, we got Serena Deeb and Layla Hirsch defending the NWA Women's Championship. This match was great. And to me, it shows the depth that there are of female wrestlers currently working in the US. This working relationship between AEW and NWA, it's particularly positive. And eventually, I continue to feel that these are the correct stepping stones to build your church. So the match was great. So Serena Deeb retained the championship against against Layla Hirsch. This was a great match. And actually, both are great wrestlers. So for my part, this gets a thumbs up. We got the match of Sean Spears against, let me check my notes, BSK. This was a squash match, but that was not the main focus of the match. At the end of the squash match, Sean Spears went to the fans in attendance, and turns out that Scorpio Sky was over there, and they are now feuding because it feels like something that happened on Dark, but since I am not caught up with Dark, I don't have an issue. But I do enjoy that it's getting a push, Scorpio Sky, so for the time being, this gets a thumbs up. And then the main event for the night was Kenny Omega against Penta El Cero Miedo. So this match is actually a rematch they both wrestlers had at the original All In. That was pretty good. This one was at the same level because they are both great wrestlers. I enjoyed my time watching this match, and I am okay with the result. I feel that the controversy in Twitter is that it looks like it's everything too staged. I mean, meaning that the brackets, it was all being made trying to get to Hangman Adam Page against Kenny Omega. And I guess that's a good reading of the situation. But I also feel that what else could they do? I mean, it feels like people does not. It feels like people don't get that A, wrestling is fake, and B, it's also predetermined. So I don't find it necessarily a negative situation, because being predetermined, that it continues to be fun. And well, that's my opinion, but I am entitled to one, so sure. So overall, this Wednesday, wrestling was great. I enjoyed it a lot, and I can't wait for Full Gear. I already paid for it. On the description box, you will find a fight code for 10 USD dollars of discount. So if you want to watch Full Gear, that's one way to do it. I already bought mine, so I'll be seeing it and probably will be making predictions for it. But for the time being, it looks like the card will be stacked once again. So I am looking forward to it. I hope you are enjoying AEW wrestling. And that's all for my part this time. See you in the next one.